By far, this is Micah Parsons' best season. He missed 4 games, so he had around 690 snaps, and he still eclipsed double-digit sacks. So if you add in those 4 games, by far, he would have better numbers than he had in his rookie year, sophomore year, and, of course, last season. So with Micah Parsons and Mike Zim, this could be a situation in a scenario. If the Cowboys are wise and smart, they need to figure out a way to keep Zim here in the building. Nevertheless, let's listen to
He's got off to a fast start against Washington on Sunday. Very first play of the game, he turns the corner on the tackle and flushes Jaden Daniels and then relentlessly pursues him. And on the first play, he gets his first sack. Then just 2.
Now, Parsons, his ability to scrape and get there, man, it's crazy, right? And that's what he brings to the table. I think that he's pretty much, when it's one-on-one, he's unguardable, right? And even if you have like that star-studded left tackle or right tackle and they kind of banging him up a little bit, pause if necessary, you just got to move him around. And when you look at where Mike Zim is able to expound upon that, they moved him around. I like that. I like Parsons everywhere. I always say that Parsons is a specialized weapon, and you can see the way Zim was in his bag with Parsons, right, and had Jaden Daniels running everywhere. You know, the Washington team didn't get off until they benched Jaden Daniels and put in Marcus Mariota, but that's a whole nother storyline. When you think of Parsons, just think of this dude as a savage.
2 plays later, he said, you know what, let me go test this center. Let me line up on the center, and let me just do a little Allen Iverson crossover dribble. Bam! It's over. Jaden Daniels, who's hard to get away from, goes down. 2 sacks in the first 3 plays. And then he's like, I had some.
All right, so his ability to line up everywhere, of course, that's Tyler Biadasz or Bigger Dish, however you want to call him. I think that was him, right? And he knows the tendencies of him, and he was able to Euro step him and cross him over and get the sack there. Now, what I'm saying is, if the Cowboys, what you want to do is expound upon that, continue to build upon that, continue to add weapons to that, and then you will see the fullness of Micah Parsons, and especially, we're not that far away from adding another unique, specialized weapon on defense. And this could all be said and done if the Cowboys dig into their bag and go grab a Myles Garrett. You know, I'm hearing news and storylines that could be a situation. Or they just get out of the funk and they make sure that they dance around in free agency. And I've seen crazier things happen, even in this draft. With the 12th pick, the Cowboys still could go defense. And granted, I know we need offense and these sorts of things, but you can better your best with defense. Defense win championships.
Some success with this. Let me get everybody lined up here. Let's try this again. So he organizes the same thing. Now he's double teamed, but he sees Daniels flushed, and him and Mozzie get to Jaden Daniels. 2.5. But he wasn't done, because when Washington gives up those kind of pressures and sacks, bam, beats the right tackle. I guess that's not a hold. Here comes the back, bam, here comes the guard. He splits them. Jaden Daniels not going to complete that pass.
When you have pressure bust pipes, and you see they try to hold Parsons. They try to say, hey, let's slide protection his way. Man, can you imagine, Cowboy Nation, if you can find another player on the opposite side that can bull rush, pass rush, and create crazy pressure on the opposite side, that will be crazy lights out. The Cowboys literally can find that for the 2025 season. They can. It's just that they got to get out of their funk and find another guy. And it's quite possible.
Micah Parsons is chasing him like that. Not going to be quite as accurate. And then you just get this. Like, you get only the very few in this business get this kind of attention. The back, the right tackle, the right guard, they're all coming over to try to stop him. That's what happens. But for the 4th year in a row, he got double-digit sacks, 12 or more, 4 years in a row. Not many have ever accomplished that. He's fun to watch. I'm going to miss him in the postseason this year. Hopefully the Cowboys get their act together and get the roster better, and he'll be back in the postseason next year.
No doubt, Brian Baldinger. I would say that The Cowboys, you got you a specialized weapon. On top of that, Micah Parsons is recruiting. Micah Parsons knows that, hey, I want Dallas to win. I need Dallas to win. I love it here. So he's recruiting. He's bringing folks over or attempting, and that's good things, man. He's willing to take less money. So regardless of it, it's good to have him on our side, right? We just need to figure out ways to continue to build around that. Right now, GM Parsons holds the key to this team for the 2025 season. He already lamented that he's willing to take less money. He already said that, hey, I want to be Dallas. I want to be DC for life, and he's that dude that the Cowboys really need to expound upon and figure out ways to build around. Now, if Tyreek Hill hears the message of Parsons and partake into that would be great, right? The Cowboys, we know and we understand the Jones family, they run this like a mom and pop store. They're not really about that life of going out and leaving no stone unturned. They love the UFL boys. They love to find deals that's on the bottom of the barrel. But it's going to take a player like Parsons to be able to lobby, to be able to go out there and recruit, and to be able to whisper in the ears of Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones to get out of their old ways and say, hey, I'm willing to get paid dog water. I'm willing to get paid less so that we can bring in other guys. Because you seen that last play. They had 3 people on Parsons. The other defensive edge guys or interior guys can't still get home. I need me another dog so that they can get inside to make things happen. Post me your thoughts, Cowboy Nation. Post me your concerns. Let's continue to grind and shine. But Parsons' best season is with Mike Zim. And he missed 4 games. Can you imagine if he had those 4 games? Shoot. He would have had some crazy numbers. DC for life, not for short. Peace. I'm out.